Good morning, folks, and welcome back to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel for you. As I always do, I come back with very simple topics that relates to each one of you. Well, what is my topic for today? My topic for today is building impact to impactful. Well, this is a very valuable and interesting topic. Let us see what we can talk about. To begin with, winning is an eventual part in everything or every aspect of our life. Winning starts with the preparation that results. It goes on with the efforts that excel. And most importantly, it's building over consistency to be impactful and maintain winning ways. So, folks, the topic building impact to impactful. This is what we are saying. It's all about preparation, efforts, and consistency. Let me share some words of advice that I have received during my childhood days. I remember playing a lot of games, particularly hockey. Well, there was one bit of advice that I received from the coach, which had a big influence in my life, and I'm happy to share it. The coach said that if you want to progress with consultancy, you need to get hit in practice, because getting hit in practice just strengthens your hormones, builds along your abilities to bear pain, and most importantly, it prepares you to understand where and how you can expect to either fall, where you can face difficult situations, and most importantly, avoid scars in bigger platform. It was a very, very, very important knowledge share by the coach, and I still adapt it in my life. So, folks, getting back to this advice, let me understand a few things that we can elaborate on this learning. We can elaborate on the advice that I've got from my coach. Get hit in practice to strengthen your hormones and abilities to bear the pain. It prepares you to avoid scars in the bigger platform. There are three learnings from this. One, it doesn't cost anything failing in practice. Remember, practice builds preparation. And most importantly, never judge performances during training or build up. So that is point number one. Point number two is during the course of practice or preparation, we need to set our own benchmarks over learning, developments, over things that we want to do, a skill development. So, setting a benchmark and working is very, very important. Number three, we need to get all seriousness in trainings, because the training sessions are most crucial in our lives. That is when the world is not watching and we can correct things that we intend to do in the future. So, folks, as we relate to our personal lives, our professional lives, our goals, our efforts that we help, our initiatives, whatever, things that we do towards betterment, not just for ourselves but for society. Let us relate to the topic of building impact to impactful and see what are the three general impact or impactful takeaways for us. Well, number one, I would say winning sets the platform towards accomplishments and goals. We need to start winning, and we need to start winning from small things. Number two, as we win, we need to build over our abilities. We need to build over our no, our leadership qualities. We need to build over, not just looking at smaller goals, but building over into bigger goals. And of course, we need to build over with experiences. Number three, expectation is a natural element in life. So, what we need to understand is progress and development is the only key element to go along with expectation. as we climb up the ladder over our goals. So, folks, I repeat those three very important general key takeaways: winning over smaller goals and building over bigger ones, building our abilities, and growing our leadership with experiences, progress and develop with our skills to meet the expectations. So, folks, as we sit down and make our notes that could relate to our own personal lives, our own personal goals, because normally what I speak is very generic. Each one of our lives are different, each one of our situations are different, our goals are different. So, as we make points over topics, over subjects, over important key finders or takeaways that are important to our lives, let us understand that we need to build from just making an impact to being impactful. We need to be consistent. We need to progress. So, folks, as we build over our success stories, as we build over from being an individual leader, as we build over our abilities, over our leadership, and as we start mentoring on in life as we grow, let us understand that building from impact to impactful is a complete learning process. It's a process that we learn, we grow, and we share experiences. So, folks, as we sit down and relate to our lives, let us see how we can make a difference, how we can add more value, and how we can progress further. I keep my topics very simple, I keep my references very simple. So, folks, I hope you like listening to my podcast. I have my website called georgenathaniel.net. My podcasts are available across all platforms, Indians and international platform. Listen to my podcast, come across, read my blogs, share, subscribe, leave an impression. Send me a request and I'll definitely be happy to come and do a research and talk about it. Because knowledge is all about sharing. And sharing grows the value across all platforms, across all environment, all across the world. So let us build our shares, let us build our happiness, and let us build better environments. I hope you like listening to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel, and the subject that we spoke about is building impact to impactful. I hope it was enjoyable, and I look forward to more listeners and keep sharing, folks. This is George Nathaniel. Thank you so much.